number 1 pick for holidays, like birthdays, Christmas, whatever the occasion, my go-to is the iTunes card. I actually just picked up one for myself today, but honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with the gift of music. I mean, everybody listens to music, even if it's not something they're super passionate about. You can buy games, apps, movies, whatever. So I think like if you're not that close with the person, or just they have everything, or they're just not really into things that much, then the iTunes card is definitely the safe way to go. Um, Next, I'm very big on stationery. Last year I had this item on my list, I believe. But I'm really into stationery, books, scrapbooking, that sort of thing. And the Smashbook is super cool. It's not your typical scrapbook with the scrapbook paper. These pages are already done for you with backgrounds, and then you can put whatever. Like I've done some of my favorite people. I just put random, magazine clippings. You can put pictures. You can write. You can draw. They're just really awesome books, and they have them for different themes, like weddings, babies, just like girly chic ones. So you can decorate the cover like I did. I cut up like Taylor Swift cards and random things like that. But yeah, they are super cool, and I really recommend those. Keeping with the stationery theme, I also really love these cards. You can find them at HomeGoods. They're really cute. I like the box first and foremost, but then I liked how official and businessy like these are. That they have the trim and then the little gold dragonfly. I really like dragonflies, and it's just simple and understated. You can write. And then the envelopes look, they're just plain on the outside, but then you open them up and they have the lining inside, which is really nice. So they have all different kinds of stationery that you can buy, and then you can keep the little box afterwards. You can use them for other cards or note cards to keep everything handy. They're just really cool. Now, I really like making lists. I'm a big list maker, book maker. Like, I just love scrapbooks and anything with, being creative. So, here is a music listography. They have a lot of different kinds of books like this, like lists of things I want to do before I die, or they have like stuff with pertaining to TV shows, I think. I don't know. I got this one in Nashville, and then I realized that they have them everywhere. I found it at like some little boutique by Pancake Pantry, but for those of you who know what that is. And as for this, I just really liked it because I'm a big music freak, and I liked that you can make like your own soundtrack, basically. Like list your top 20 favorite bands. You can just list them out. I have Lady Antebellum, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, 90s kid here, 98 Degrees, Rascal Flatts, the band Perry, Jonas Brothers, so that sort of thing. Or list the 20 albums you bring if you were leaving planet Earth on a spaceship. So, I was like a junior, so my musical taste has kind of changed a little bit since then, so don't judge me based on that. List your top 20 favorite songs, list the best concerts and music festivals you've seen. So it's just kind of a fun way to make it out, and then, later on you can look back and go, what was I thinking? So yeah, it's kind of a fun little book, and like I said, they have like plenty of these. So I'm trying to think if they have a website. Something. Listography.com. So I think from there you can find, any subject, which is really fun. So you can buy this for the music freak in your life also. Okay, what else? Another thing I really love getting is frames. And I think anybody can use frames, if it's just to show that you guys shared a memory that year together, whether it's for a boyfriend or girlfriend, or best friend, mom, brother, cousin, sister, whatever. Frames are a really fun thing. I really liked this one because it's like, looks like it's old and beat up, but I really love the color too. Turquoise is one of my favorites. So you can find them for super cheap. Again, if you don't know what to get that person in your life that you're like, okay, she has everything, or he has everything, or he doesn't need anything, he hasn't given me any ideas, I think just putting a frame like this, getting a frame like this, and putting a special moment together is a fun way to do it. This is my friend and I, Vivian. We went to the Grove to meet Chris Colfer from Glee. So yeah, she gave me this picture, so I was like, hey, I have the perfect frame for that. But again, frames are a really great way to go, and I got this at Home Goods. You can find them for really cheap. And they have some really nice ones, like big ones, 8x10s, like black frames that look great in your house or to just get for somebody. Let's see. Jumping to books now. I highly recommend this one for the Gleek in your life. I'm a huge Glee fan. I don't know if I'm necessarily a big Tina fan, just because her character's a little crazy sometimes. But I love anybody from the cast, and I love hearing about their stories and their journeys. And when I saw she had Jenna Ushkowitz, I always butcher her name, I'm so sorry. But I had seen her at a Dodger game one time, so I thought that would connect this back to this. But I read it in like 2 days. It's really inspirational. There's pictures from the Glee set. She has stories about her closest friends on the set. Yeah, and it's just really inspirational about following your dreams and just sticking to your guns and finding what you're passionate about. So I highly recommend this book. Even if you're not necessarily a Glee fan, I think it's just a great inspiration that, she's on a hit TV show and she's done so many great things, that it's just great to have her perspective on life. And another, obviously, I haven't read this book actually, The Hunger Games. I know I'm really behind the times, but I've heard that they're a great series, and I've started reading it, and it seems it's really well written, and obviously the movies are doing really well. So I would say if you know somebody who loves to read and hasn't read these books yet, definitely, totally recommend these. Because a lot of the people I've talked to that have read them are like, oh man, I read the first one and I was like, I had to have the second one in like a week, and they've read the series really quick. So they sound like quick, easy reads. So if you're a college student and just want to pick something up but don't really have time for like Pride and Prejudice or something really heavy, I think these are a great way to go. I only have one more thing, and I'm really into art right now. I just really love, it's kind of a stress reliever. I like to draw and doodle, and I really wish I could take an art class. That would be like one of my biggest things I've always wanted to do. But I found this really cool kit at Hobby Lobby. I was wanting to find an art kit that was cheap, basic. I'm just getting started into art and wanting to really draw and stuff like that. So I thought I'd find a cheap set, and I really liked the wooden box. I'm really into boxes and packaging, so I thought this was cool. But it comes with the little tray to put your oil paintings. Comes with a few brushes that are missing right now because I was using it a little while ago, or a few days ago actually. I just haven't put them back yet. Comes with a pencil, a little sharpener, and then your little oil paintings, oil things. So you get all the different colors, all the basic colors like green, brown, an ivory black, scarlet, crimson, yellow, titanium white. So it gives you a lot of colors to work with, and I like that it comes with a little tray so you don't have to like get that or use other things, that you can keep it all together. So I really like this. And then there are, of course, like all these like drawing books. If you go to Barnes & Noble, sometimes you can find them on clearance. I actually have one that I just got recently. It's about drawing happy people. And there was another book there too. It was like $5, I think. And I was like, oh my gosh, this would be so cool. So sometimes if it's late at night and I just don't really want to go to bed yet, I'll pull that out and start, messing around with the doodling. Okay, I do actually have one more thing, but yeah, those are fun. I'm really big on perfume and big on celebrity perfume. I've had Justin Bieber's, I've had, maybe that's it, Taylor Swift. I've had several of them, and because every celebrity and their brother has one these days, you're pretty good to go on that. Sometimes perfumes are a little harder to pick out just because if you don't know what somebody's into, then it's kind of, like, oh, are they going to like this? Or are they not going to like it? But generally, I've found that Taylor Swift's are very safe to go to. Whenever I wear any of her perfumes, everybody's always like, oh my gosh, you smell so good, or I forgot how good you smell. And they're like, sorry, I'm not being creepy. I'm like, no, that's fine. I like a good compliment about how I smell. So this is the Taylor by Taylor Swift. Simple. It's really simple smelling. Very flowery, light. I kind of get a hint of like lemon meringue-ish, which sounds weird, and maybe I'm totally off. I don't know. But I really love the detailing on her bottles. If you've seen the Wonderstruck or Wonderstruck Enchanted, all of her bottles have the gold cap, and there's like all these little detailings on the top of things she likes, hidden 13s, the little charms. The bottles are like iridescent, very cool, very pretty. And then this one is, very like mod, 60s, funky, a little more glamour than usual. But what I love about Taylor's perfumes is they always come with some really cool gift, like a purse, or you get the shower gel, the lotion. It all comes together in this really nice package set. So if you're looking for somebody that, they're into perfumes or if they're into Taylor and they don't have it, I would definitely check out the kits like at Macy's or Ulta. Sometimes throws in different bonus things, but those are always a great way to go. Taylor never like half does anything. So she always goes all out for packaging and detailing. And if your friend or whoever you're buying for is a big Taylor fan, it's always a great idea to look on Taylor's store because she has the 13 Days of Taylor going on right now and lots of fun stuff on her website. So you should definitely check that out. But yeah, a lot of good places to check are Home Goods. Hobby Lobby has a lot of good frames and gifts and stuff. Actually, I do have one more thing too. Speaking of things smelling good, I have this pomegranate candle. Hobby Lobby actually has a lot of great candles, and they were on sale when I went. But I really liked the tin, the way it looks. It's like, just purple and plain, but I thought it would look cool in my room. My room doesn't really match. Everything's kind of funky. Like, doesn't really go. I don't really have a theme. I'd like to think of it as Monica's place on Friends, that nothing really goes, but I wish this was smell-o-vision because you could smell how good this is, but it's really strong pomegranate, just fruity, but also festive. It's a little more warm than like a citrusy, so it's kind of fall-like. But yeah, I was like periodically smelling it throughout the store, which probably made me look really weird. But candles are always a good way to go. Again, it's kind of hard to pick scents, but if you can kind of narrow it down, like, oh, okay, I know they like pies, so if you find like an apple pie or cherry pie or something like that, it's always fun to have little festive things, or they look good just to lay them out and set on your desk or something. I'm dangerous. So that's all for my holiday guide. Hope you enjoyed this, and I hope this gave you some ideas.